It's at 937 Hartford's #1 for hip hop and R&B. I'm Jenny Boom Boom here with 50, and Craig's here too.
I'm here.
Yeah, we in here.
Got the new album out.
Yep, Animal Ambition.
Yeah, and Smoke is one of my favorite records now on the radio.
Thank you, man.
No, it really is. I'm not just saying that because you're like in front of me. Like this has been like I have this little sweeper that I run. This Jenny Boom Boom's favorite record right now. Like I have 3, and Smoke is one of them.
Wow.
I absolutely love that record so much. I don't know what it is. I think it's like the way the bass drops and it just sounds so like.
You got that hard. But I like for my music to have that thump to it.
Yeah.
When you're actually in the arena, it feels.
It's like it's the way
Yeah.
the hook drops with the bass. It just all feels so sexual.
Jenny's a producer on the low. You ain't know. She's a producer.
I saw what she just did. She just did some
in and outs and ad libs.
Okay. Anyway, but we have to talk about the video because you just chose to put Tatted as the star of the video.
Well, what happened was the timing. Like Trey was traveling in the UK at that actual point, and then I was like, I thought about it. Crack a Bottle was originally recorded for my record.
Mm-hmm.
Me, M, and Dre performed on the actual record.
Yep.
I got a Grammy for the actual joint, and I was like, we weren't even in the record. We put Cassius in the music video and let him shine off of that while we actually just chilled at the crib. And then everybody else, the stars lined up on that joint, and I said, because he here, it don't mean we can't actually shoot something that we put out there that they can consistently watch other than a still page.
Right.
Like the way people consume music now is a bit different. The visuals are as important as the song itself, I believe now. Mm-hmm.
I believe that too, but I think it's always been that way.
Yeah, but now as soon as the song comes on, if they go to YouTube and the video's there to impress them, they can say, "Oh, I like this."
Right.
Well, it's crazy too because it used to be like a really long time till the video came out. Now the video comes out like right away. It's right there, right then. So you're right.
Everything. This project was really premeditated. To be honest, it was my actual viral campaign rolling into Street King Immortal. So I built this to actually get to what I want to say to you on Street King Immortal.
Okay.
Because I think that thing that gets in the way of my core audience, like my original fans, is the success itself. So they go, "Oh, he rich, you can't rap like that." See, that's funny because the guys that are rapping like they're rich don't have it. So the guys who don't have the money are rapping like they have the money, but they've exhausted it so much that it's not exciting for me to write it.
Right.
And it's just because they aspire to have it. You know what I mean? Like the things that they aspire to, they end up in the actual music. Meanwhile, when you actually make it, you look back at how far you've came. And you'll have an interest in writing things that you missed on writing on that first project. Like for me, like originally.
Well, everybody knows you can still get gully 50. I mean, we know.
They'll find out if they try me.
Yeah. No, we all know that.
Yeah,
we all know that. Are you dating Tatted Up Holly?
No, that's a friend of it. Yeah, that's my girlfriend. It's my friend. It's a homie. A lot of times, if you like when I actually came here the first time, and
I felt like there was a connection.
That was actually. We were like, what's her name at that point? Hartford, she was just working for us. Renee actually had brought her into the office.
Right.
He found out I didn't know them from anywhere at that point.
Well, I remember interviewing her, And
then later, I sat with you the first time we came in. And then later, it was like I had went through all of the stuff that I was going through with the other joint from out in L.A. So that was like, it was cool. We around each other, so we started hanging out with each other. A lot of times,
is there a future in this relationship? Because I mean, she posts pictures of y'all on Instagram and y'all out together.
If you say it like this, when you say if there's a future, I go like this. Like when you meet someone, right? Only thing I have value for is friendship.
You gotta have the friendship first, yeah.
I think it's the strongest form of a relationship.
Right.
I think anything else that you would like, if you jump past friendship, what you're gonna find is after one of the two people's expectations aren't met, they won't even bother to be friends. You know what I mean? Like it's like people meet each other and move too fast. The intimacy makes them feel like it's something special between the two of them.
Yeah.
And
then you realize that person farts all night when they're sleeping, and you're like, dang.
That, just when you realize, Craig, how many times you've seen the divorce factor and never communicate with each other ever again.
No, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if they were friends, if you met this person and you were around them and cool with them until the point you felt like the relationship was priceless, because it'd have to be that for you to commit to what you would lose.
Right.
Then you'd have to have some sort of friendship as it built. And you notice if you look at women I've been associated 2, I don't have a type.
Yes, they're all over the place.
All over.
Right.
But what is it about her, about Tatted Apolli, that you like? You know, what is it? Is it because she grinds so hard, she hustles like you? Like, what is, I mean, besides her big booty.
She's from where I'm from. She's just from the Bronx. But
yeah.
I'm from South Jamaica. It's similar. Yeah, but you know, a lot of times if you look at when I'm attracted to, I'm sorry, but like a lot of different women, they're completely different. Like what my perception of beauty is, it changes. It's not one specific thing. It's not like, you know, a guy that has a type that every time you see him, he has that type of girl. Like that person he's only attracted to that.
You're like Craig, no?
Yeah, exactly. One type. Yeah.
Yeah, one type. You know, some people have that. Like it has to be the person's personality or timing.
Okay.
It makes it turn into.
So I'm excited for the wedding. Can I come?
Oh man, you must be crazy.
Need a DJ? Need a DJ? We got it.
About a wedding.
Jenny, a host? We got it.
Hey, 50 Winner's Circle video.
Yeah, dope.
Like.
Song is dope, first of all.
The song's dope. Like, yo. But let me just tell you, I had to, like, one day on the radio, I had to, like, go crazy because.
Y'all need a moment. I think y'all need a moment for this one.
No, there's this scene in it where you're like, because, you know, you get up and you get dressed, you ready to go running and all that. Oh, my God. And you put them sweatpants on and you're like, go to reach down for your sneakers. I said, oh, my God, 50, you have, like, the best booty ever.
Y'all need a moment.
Oh, my God. I was on the radio like,
Jenny,
Craig.
we just talked about the girl. We getting ready to go in the other room.
Yeah.
What happened to the wedding, Jenny? What happened to that wedding?
But I'm just saying, though, like, your body is just incredible. I mean, just wow.
Thank you.
I just wanted to give you that
I was
respect.
training like you got like.
I know you've been working hard in the gym and all of that. I know that.
Them boys, though, they go. The discipline involved with the professional fighting is a whole nother level.
Right. And you be in there with them.
Yeah, I'm right. And not at that same level.
Not that level.
Of the training.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's next level. Like, I see them completely change their physical in 8 weeks. Like, I've seen.
I need to come there.
I've seen 200 pounds, 220, go down to 154 for the actual fight in 8 weeks. Like, it's serious, intense.
That hard, huh?
Training, yeah. Like, you're running 8 miles every morning.
Your body is just,
40
I don't
miles
even
a
care
week,
about
huh?
the boxers. Your body is just like, your body is crazy.
Yeah, you gotta get
So I
it
just have
going.
to say that.
And then when you
Okay.
I'm excited again because, like, I put my birthday on national television.
Right. So, let's talk about that. July 2nd is going down at Foxwoods. You got the big fight going on. We're going to do the big birthday bash again.
That's
so,
right.
Tell me everything that's happening that night. And
It's going to be exciting.
last one, I really liked it because I sang Happy Birthday off tune. That was kind of weird. But then I got 50 came over with a bottle, gave me a little respect for my Whitney Houston. That was hot.
Yeah, I remember.
What's today? The fight, the main event is Mark Davis versus Mike Farinas. And then, I mean, the kid Mike is tough.
Right.
Like, he actually knocked Gamboa down.
Oh, yeah, huh?
You know what I mean? And they fought on the undercard of Manny and Marquez.
Right.
Okay.
Right, okay.
And now he's the main event versus Mark Davis, and then they get a chance to see Billy Dip return
Okay.
versus Alberto Guerrero. So it's a cool thing. Like Billy, well, he actually lost the IBF title, and he fought Gradovich again in a rematch, and lost that, and now he's coming back to fight. So, you know, what's crazy is watching the fight is the mental state you got to be in.
Right.
For it. It's interesting. Like, it's really the toughest sport.
Oh, of course,
Like,
yeah.
UFC would be, you can compare it.
Right.
You know, in comparison.
UFC is crazy.
Because there's no one to blame. You can't blame it on anyone but yourself performance-wise. And they work so hard up to the actual day. This is why I put that in Winner's Circle. Because it's the point where all of the physical discipline, the training is harder than the actual night up.
Right.
And what I like about your fights is the people, you never know who you're going to see. Like, I met Rock. You know what I'm saying? I took a picture of Rock. I took a picture, like, Rosie Perez was there. Like, the celebs, they all come out for the fight. And then we do the birthday bash after. And I know Craig's DJing. And it's just going to be so much fun. I'm really looking forward to it.
You definitely brought him out.
How old you going to be this year?
Huh?
How old you going to be this year?
I'm going to be 38.
38.
I'm growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I just told him earlier. I said, you look so healthy. You look so amazing.
Yeah, I just got a new movie. That's why I grew my facial hair back out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm be doing something with Antoine Fuqua.
Oh.
Nice.
In Southpaw, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've been working like crazy. Escape Plan. You just got a lot of stuff going on. And, of course, you got the new show on Stars. Everybody's talking about Power. The first episode just premiered.
Yep.
And I know that everybody's going crazy. 2.6 million people watched the first episode.
Yeah, it's
Congratulations
huge.
on that,
First time,
definitely.
and for the first time, episode, like the first episode, it's tough because you gotta get a lot of information out in that first episode to establish.
Well,
characters.
yeah, it's always like the setup, but it was interesting. Right. It's not like it was. It wasn't boring. Sometimes it's too forced.
Right.
With certain shows, it's like, okay, this is a, we know a storyline that there's a drug hustler, drug dealer. I like the wife.
Natasha.
Yeah.
Like, what's her name?
I like her.
Notori Newton. Yeah. She played Lil' Kim in Notorious.
That sex scene, man, on top of gravy. What?
That's Biggie, son. That's Biggie.
Yeah. But yeah, like the way she tries to get her attention and all of that because of the marriage and all of that. But it's a very interesting show.
It is. I mean, like you guys think when you make it to the taglines for Scarface, what they wrote on the poster was "He lived the American dream."
Yes.
It's right. It's coming from the bottom to the top.
Right.
Of the actual trade, and then the person having, because life is so full of choices.
Is that your favorite movie of all time, by the way, Scarface?
It's one of the ones that we watch, and it makes you feel like
you can make it. Like
it's like the kid
until the end.
The kid that's from my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Looks at me. Looks at my career.
Right. Oh yeah, of course.
And it says that's I start to become more important than a record. I become a symbol of hope. Mm-hmm. And when you actually get like where he actually get from the illegal way, he starts to say, did I choose the right path?
Right.
Because there's so much success that he's had in it.
Mm-hmm.
And he has another woman in the actual story that's representation of if he did things the right way. Angela. So, she was prior to his girl, Notori Newton's character, Tasha. And it's one of those stories that you can identify with the decisions that are being made at points because we've done them. There's a normal conflicts.
It's a good show.
Right,
it really is. It's very good. It's Saturday nights, 9:00.
Right.
Tune in for that.
Yeah,
I gotta tape it.
Power on
I gotta
Stars,
tape it.
man.
I was on the air and I gotta tape it. I definitely missed
Power
it.
on Stars is dope. No, it really is. You have so many projects, so many things going on. That's crazy.
It plays shortly after.
BMF.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
So you got that coming
Talk
to that
to
movie,
me.
right?
Right, the BMF story. My partner Randall Women acquired the rights to it. It was a project that we was brought to us by Lionsgate.
Yeah.
And with Barry and Stan and them over at Grindstone. They talked to us about it, and then I said I'd actually do it. So I'll put the BMF movie together and make sure it's done properly.
So who did you have to interview?
Answer to?
Like interview for the movie. Didn't you have to bring like Jeezy in or what's the deal? Like no?
I didn't have to do that. The rights to the actual film was already in
in play.
Yeah. So it's like it was able to pick it up because somebody has to execute the finances connected to it. Mm-hmm. And that's what I do. I raised $200 million. We broke it into 10 pictures, sold domestic rights to Lionsgate, so they know that
that was one of the pictures. I got it.
We'll get the money to go ahead and make it happen. So,
can I tell you how surprised I am about this G-Unit reunion?
It is surprising,
Love
right?
it.
I'm so unbelievably surprised and shocked. I really am. I really am.
Felt like if you asked me a few weeks ago, I'd have told you leave me alone. Like because I felt like.
If you had asked me a couple weeks ago, I would have said, hell no.
Yeah, like harassing. I feel like you was harassing me because it's like if you feel like when you feel like you've nurtured people, it's like a plant that you've watered that refuses to grow, right? On some levels, and then you go, no, maybe I'm looking at it wrong.
Do you feel responsible for them, with Tony and Lloyd?
I mean, yeah, Banks they're my baby brother, they're my younger brothers. They got different temperaments. Like Banks is not gonna say anything negative. He'll do something negative to you before he says something negative. You see what I'm saying? And Ye is.
I feel like his feelings were hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I felt like he felt.
But it's about me not just doing things for him. I just did things for him in the very beginning, all the way up to I built something that's not sustainable. Built something that is not. When me and Buck is falling out, I'm $250,000 in at that point. And now it's water under the bridge. It's cool. We made up, so it's cool.
I was under the impression that there was more to it. It wasn't just a falling out. There was like money was gone over problems like addiction.
No. You know what it is? Yeah, Buck is a rock star. Like he's always been that. Like he's a little impulsive. And he got that.
So is he better now?
Yeah, he's older.
Sounds great. He sounds
older,
incredible.
like he matured. Like if you're gonna go, if If my communication with him was off or different from what it was, I'd have left it as is.
Okay.
But for Ye to do what Ye was doing made me able to accept what happened with Buck.
Yeah, because they extended a hand.
No, what Ye, what he's doing, you was right up under me. I always did everything for him. So when he was acting out based on him just the discomfort of having to be responsible for himself at that point. Okay. Then I go, well, if I can let him come back around, then I can let Buck come back around. Because I know why Buck.
What about the game?
See, that's my issue with Game is I don't know what happened with him, period. See,
I felt like when that whole thing happened, because I interviewed him after, he felt so hurt. He really looked up to you. How
could you have an assessment on a person who's flip-flopped their entire career?
I don't have an assessment. I just know.
I watched him go one way. He almost bipolar. If you watch it, like the way he does things. Like he'll do it like he's extremely emotional, then it goes to extremely aggressive, and does something else. Like, and then you go, okay, well, maybe this was his interpretation of what the culture is. Like, because look, he went overseas and he had an issue with Memphis Bleek and Jay-Z on stage. Right. He said something about them there. He intentionally missed his flight from London back to L.A. to create a new flight from London to New York. Came to New York and insisted on pointing out that he didn't have a problem with Jay-Z or
Memphis
Bleek anymore. And to ask me about Piggy Bank so he could say, I don't have a problem with nobody. So now you're going to the extreme of saying that I'm not even down with G-Unit. You're not. I just gave you your record, and you're saying you don't have a problem with people who have a problem with me?
Well, if you had asked him, do you think he would have come 50 for the reunion?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't even think he's an issue. Like, look, before
he posted something on Instagram following about his cars and all of that. It looked like he was a little hurt. Just to be honest, got to check out his Instagram.
He might have been hurt. Like, look, if you say,
I'm just telling you.
Look, if you say this, if there's if your career is already set, you've done what you're going to do in your career, right? And there's no other situation or thing that can revitalize it because you went to different extremes with your presentation. Like you actually went to reality television and showed them the inside of your life at different points.
All right, so is there a G-Unit album on the way? Definitely.
Yeah, G-Unit album would be late November, early December.
Looking forward to it. I heard you guys are making a song a day. Is that true?
Song a day.
Yeah,
it's got the ordinary people, the ordinary one.
We did that one last night.
They working.
Well, I guess it's a good thing. I mean, we feel, and people that like the music, we are excited about it. It was just so surprising. I just couldn't believe it.
I mean, it feels good. Like it feels good to just be back in work mode.
Is everybody back together? Like it feels right.
Yeah. Like they don't have. They never.
Because like Buck hasn't been around a couple of years now. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but they never had issues with each other. It's always my issue with.
Because you're like dad and you like telling the kids,
we talking about grown men now.
I know, but I'm just saying, you're the one in charge.
Yeah, but it's just, well, when they have that point that that energy is pointed towards me, it feels weird because we rode the wave my wave to the beach. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So when
that is true though.
Yeah,
that is true.
Yeah, I mean, when you look, you see new crews. Like earlier, they mentioned, Bad Boy, No Limit,
right? Cash Money.
Yeah, extreme talent involved in those brands, but you see them dissolve. Where is Bad Boy?
You tell me. Where's G-Dab? Where's that guy?
Where's Black Rob?
I made this commercial before. This commercial conversation before. You asked me that same question.
But the music business, the business portion of music, disposes of talent.
Right.
So you look like when you hear a person old school joint and you play it and it sounds so good that you go, oh my God.
I remember that.
This got to be a gift from God. This person's voice, listen to how they sound. Mm. And then you go, what happened to him? The business happened to him.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
So you're going to revitalize the group now. G-Unit is back.
I think it's already doing it for itself. It's just the work process now.
Well, 50, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming in. We're looking forward to the album in November.
Yeah, we have a ball.
And all the singles you're about to release. I'm sure there's about 50,000 singles we're about to get. And good luck with Power on Stars Saturday 9 o'clock and everything else, the new movie and everything you got going on.
Definitely going down.
Thank you so much.
July 2nd in Foxwoods.
July 2nd, Foxwoods, the big fight and 50 Cent's birthday party.
Yes.
It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, it's at 937.